something to dance to. Yo. 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 Give me something to dance to. Dance, 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 dance.
So, may I please have this dance?
Yo guys, hello, welcome
This is
to the
where
stream.
I-
I'm super happy to be here again. It's been a while since I've done something for Tech House Market, of course, and yeah, I'm happy to be here and to be helping you guys out, giving you some feedback. How's everybody? I still need to figure out, like, I don't need to figure out where my camera is, but I just recently bought this camera, and now I have a real streaming studio kind of thing. Is everybody okay? Is everybody ready? Is everybody feeling nice? Because I think it is time to give some feedback for you guys. Let's dive into the first track. Also, for everybody who's just joined, I'm going to give feedback to the. Let me get the Discord. If you want feedback, please use this to get feedback. Over here, yeah, okay, that's pinned. now we're into the feedback session. So we're starting with Jude Spector, and of course I'm going to do a break and a drop, and then we go further because there are a lot of submissions already. Not a super fan of the sounds, to be honest, but I do think the piano is cool, but I do think that melody isn't really nice, isn't doing it for me that much right now. The thing is, it's not really, how do you say, rolling, or there's not that much a groove or something like that, and the things aren't connecting or talking with each other. It's more or less that it feels like just some things put together, and then hey, here's a tech house track. And it's also the beat feels pretty not well put together, as in it's not one loop, or it doesn't feel like one beat, you know. And I feel like that's really the main thing that sort of gives that groove most of the time to tech house beats. I think as well, it's just also mostly sound design right now, and I feel like if you chose a different sound for that bass line and a different sound for that beat, it could have been way better, I guess. It's just not flowing as well, but also the melody of that bass line could be more grooving, like dun 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 dun, something like that, you know, instead of that stop. Doesn't feel natural. It feels a little bit randomish for my liking. So yeah, good luck with that track, Jude. Next up is Luke Adriano. Okay. Okay, I like really already everything, but the break could be a little better. That stop isn't doing it for me. It needs to go, you know, it needs to flow a little bit more. This nice. Okay. The only thing that I gotta say is that I want a little bit more variation. I didn't say anything right now. I didn't hear that yet. Okay, I do think it's a little bit too much right now. I feel like when regarding this style, it's nice to have that main element in there, and it keeps going. But if you do it too much, it feels already a little bit too EDM-ish. And you want to stay in that same sample-ish vibe. I do like this. I do like this. Great stuff. I'm going to download this, to be honest, because I do think that's a nice track. Love it. I'm going to comment to love it. Okay. Now we're at Champ. I can already hear that it's compressed too much. You guys can also comment, by the way, if there could be some chat, some chatting around. I want to know what you guys think of this as well. The thing is, of course, we're in the intro right now, but it feels like everything is so so compressed with each other. I feel like it's how do you say it? I feel like there needs to be a little bit more low end in that break, you know. I don't like this kind of style of tech house, to be honest. It feels so overdone right now, especially everybody's doing what Max Styler is doing, and I don't get me wrong. I do think it's nice what he's been doing out there, but everybody is doing the same thing, especially that U.S. market, American, the U.S. tech house. Yeah. And the thing is, if you want to nail this, it needs to be in your face, side-chained, well mixed. Right now it feels a little bit in between sweetness and not mixed properly. It feels empty, even though there are a lot of things in there. And I've been saying this also in my Patreon a lot. If you want things to sound fuller, add distortion to it. I really recommend that. Adding distortion to tracks that otherwise feel empty. Because if you don't do that, it sort of creates some frequencies that aren't there, and that you're lacking that. So it feels empty, and you think, okay, I need to put more in there. But that doesn't work. That doesn't work most of the time. So what you want is that you use that distortion to fill it up, to make it more dirtier. Yeah, and there's no variation in here. There's no variation, as it's the same repetitive loop the whole time, and I think that's not a bad thing, you know. Repetitiveness keeps make sure that people understand the hook, and that it's. But sometimes if it's too much the whole time, if it continues the whole time, then it gets really boring real quick. And there's nothing happening with the beat as well. So I feel like it could be a little bit more, you know. They're like a shaker, like a hi-hat, a close hi-hat. Yeah, as you can see, when you don't know, okay, I have enough variation. If I do this, it sounds like the same track. So that means your track is repetitive. I would let the same, Chet Johnson. I would let the beat breathe a little bit more after. Like there's, especially with this, you want it to like emptiness is something that you need to embrace with this, and therefore you need to have less elements. But sometimes that makes it empty, but therefore you need distortion. And maybe some room reverbs, some things that to make it stand out more, you know? But okay, we're in good luck with the track. Let's go to X-Files. Okay, that's interesting already. Okay, there's one thing that I can notice already. Everything is so compressed and so limited to like a brick. And you can definitely see it as, I don't know where the break is. And that's already a bad thing most of the time. Sound design wise, I do like it because it sounds dirty and it sounds strange. I'm gonna say this, I take my comments back. I don't like this kind of thing that you just added. It does sound strange still, but it's right now I cannot really follow it, and that's not a great thing. If I can't follow it, so do other people. Like people who don't have any knowledge about music production can follow it either. So that's already one thing that you also need to keep in mind. In a strange way, I like this. Mixdown, it's shitty. Master wise, it's also shitty. But it's interesting. It's something I wouldn't have listened to. But the thing is, it just sounds really shitty if you listen to the mixdown and the master. But it does groove and it does make sense. But I would definitely work on your mixdown, because right now it feels like the kick isn't really coming through, especially also the snares. And with this kind of music, you wanted to have that snare as well popping out, so you need the sidechain on that snare as well. And the bass isn't coming through as it should. Yeah, okay. If you fix that, I think there are definitely some people who would play this. I don't know which kind of artists, but there is a market for this. Otherwise, you need to create that market because it's unique. Okay, unique. Let's listen to it. Would have been nice, Delaro, if he switched to Huck's house. Okay. The break and the drop feels like two different things. I do think the break is way worse than the drop. And I'm not saying this because I don't like this kind of style, but it's more or less that it's really chaotic and I don't really know where to follow it. It doesn't feel part of the track. The drop on itself sounds good. If I listen to it, it sounds good. There's some proper sound design. It's mixed properly, I feel like. I do think the acid kind of sound is a little bit over compressed, but I think that's more or less because it's really in your face and it's too much distortion as well. Yeah, the kick and the bass line are great. It sounds full and that's good. Yeah, I would say just make another break because this doesn't work. The drop is cool. The drop is cool. Okay, let's get to the next one. Double B. Feels a little bit thin, to be honest. I do get what you're going for, by the way, but it could have a little more. And I'm talking about the synthesizer you used, like that flute. Okay. It sounds nice, but I would have done. I wouldn't have showed the vocal already. I would have just put it over here, like that. Boom, pop, pop, boom, pop. Just the last bar of before the break. Because it sounds nice, but it needs to have that surprise effect, I feel like. The flute feels really random. Doesn't really fit in the track, to be honest. Maybe make it lower. Maybe an octave lower would definitely fit it better in there. I also think that it's clipping a little bit. Especially that beat isn't coming really through. It feels super distorted as well. Most of the time that's not a bad thing, but I feel like there could be a little bit more dynamics in there. Oh. Of course. I'm sorry. That being said, it's a great idea. But I would definitely fix that mix down over there. And this part over here, the last, making sure that that vocal over there is the last bar. Okay, I don't know from who this is. little tip for me: make sure that your name is in there, because otherwise I don't know who I'm talking to.
Talking down like got them diamonds in my mouth. Boys talking down like got them diamonds in my boys talking down like got them diamonds in my mouth.
Oh, it's Chado.
Talking down like got them diamonds in my diamonds.
Just look it up.
Boys talking down like got them diamonds in my mouth. Boys talking down, leave them on the streets dead. Boys talking down like got them diamonds in my mouth. Boys talking down like got them diamonds in my boys talking.
Not a big fan of this break, to be honest.
Down like got them diamonds in my mouth. Boys talking down like got them diamonds in my mouth.
And the reason why I don't like this is because when you do acid, you need to do it properly. And I feel like acid is when you use acid, there needs to be a great groove in there. I'm not talking about that techno acid kind of stuff, but acid house needs to make sense. And right now those stops really get me out of that moment. And I don't necessarily like the acid sound what you're using. I get that you're wanting to make an acid kind of track. I get that, but you feel like it's it sort of gets you out of that groove, you know. It stops and it doesn't work. And I feel like when you're doing this with an acid sound, yo, keep it going, you know. And now it stops for a reason, for some reason. And I get that you will have longer notes, don't get me wrong. But those notes aren't on the right place. I would really reconsider that melody of that acid. Because then it feels more natural. And if I'm talking about the beat-wise, I think the kick could have a little bit more work. Maybe another kick. I also think that the beat on itself as well could have a little bit more umph to it, you know? A little bit more dirty. Right now it feels really in the background and you want it to be taka, 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 you know? Vocal could have like a bit crusher on there as well, like maybe a PCM, maybe some distortion or maybe a saturation, just something to make it more dirty. Right now it feels really like just a sample with nothing on there. You still don't hear anything, David? It shows that I'm sending out sound. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I would say work on those kind of things that I just said. And yeah, you definitely you can make something with it. I think it's a good idea to make like an acid kind of track. Okay. No worries, David. Okay, there's a lot of high end on this already. It's really it's pushed to the max.
Don't count on. Don't count on.
Not a really big fan of that vocal, but
Don't count on. Don't count on. Don't count on. Don't count on. Count my vibe.
I do like the sinus. I do like that little drugs from Amsterdam kind of sound. The only thing that I would say is that everything else sounds so maxed, pushed to the master, like there's no tomorrow, you know? Is there no sound still? I don't get it. Wait, but it's because... Hello? Okay. I don't know. Okay. Maybe it's something for you guys. But still, I'm pausing most of the time, so that's why I'm. Maybe there's no sound because of that. I'm pausing the whole time. I think the thing what you need, Ponek, is that when you're pushing that track, just try to give it a little less. Because right now it's so pushed to the limit, you know. And I think there's a chance that if you pushed it a little less and maybe a little less high in that master, then it would sound better. As well, I think that choosing those sounds could also improve the beat. I think, but that's the main thing. I'm just not really a big fan of that vocal. Okay, yeah, okay, thanks guys. I don't know what's happening for somebody who doesn't have any sound, but maybe because I paused the tracks the whole time. Okay, let's get to Hater Wave with Cashew. With Cashew feedback, okay. There's no low end. Or, yeah, there's no low end. I do like the idea. Don't get me wrong, but there's no low end in there. And the kick is nowhere to be found. It's really nice. Really check that kick and the low end right now. And I'm going to suggest you guys something, because I use this one a lot. If you don't have the right studio, please use Sip Ninja. Please use it. It's one of the best, and like this is especially what you want. It shows you if your kick and your bass line works or not. That being said, let's get back to the track. Yeah, I think it's just that basically the idea is there, but the sounds are just colliding with each other, and there's no room for your low end right now. Especially if you listen to that hi-hat, it's just trying to find room in the mix, but there's no room anymore. It's pushing through, you know, you can hear it. I think a soothe and yeah, some tweak in the sounds, or maybe some stage gaining would definitely help out this track. And just fix that kick as well on the low end as well. So that's the thing I would say. Okay, we're at Mears. Only thing I gotta say about this is that it just needs a little more distortion. Just a little. It just adds a little bit more oomph to it. That bass line melody is great. Just fix that. And if it's fixed, just send it over. Yeah, I think it's just mostly it's not doing that much, you know. I just want to know what happens over here. Okay. Okay, it grows further. I don't think it's mastered. Otherwise, no, it's not master. I would say just the right master would definitely have play. I would play this. I definitely would do it, but it needs to be mastered, of course. So yeah, okay, let's go to the next one. It's Mole. Oh, Mole or Mole. I don't know how to say it. Yo, AJ Moreno, how you doing, man? Okay, this I'm a little bit speechless. This is really something nice. I do like this. Gotta say this, but I don't like the break.
You keep on telling me you keep on telling me lies. You keep on telling me
Yeah, I like this. It sounds really nice, and there's a lot of variation things in there.
Keep it going. Why do you keep on so
Okay, yeah, this is a really nice track. I don't have anything to say. Mix sound wise, it sounds good. Sound design wise, also, just don't like this first part. It's just a little cluttered. It sounds a little muddy, especially when you compare it to all the other things, you know. That's the only thing. The rest slaps. Really nice. I won't play it. It's not really my style, but there's really some potential in there. Okay, Arnold. It's a 22-minute track. Okay. For copyright, I think.
yeah. 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 Who the jiggy nigga with the gold links? Got me reminiscing about my old days. 3-6 sucker nigga dick, no phone play all day. Booming out the trap through the hallway.
That synth is a little bit off key.
It's okay, they can take it back to my old ways. I'm trying to chill, but since I got a deal, kick it with my mouth, chick,
Okay, there's a lot of things going on. I feel like I get what you're going for. I do get that, but especially that up mob sound, then you really want the sound design to be better. Also, David, I know I want to give everybody a proper chance. So there were a lot of submissions, so I need to skip a little bit of that last drop most of the time. I just want to do the first break and the first drop, or if somebody else say, hey, can you do my second drop and second break, it's also fine. But then everybody gets a proper chance, you know. Other things, Arnold, I don't think this works right now, because it's mostly because the sounds you're using are a little bit off key compared with just everything else. I think I do get what you're going for, especially with that up mob sound. Especially over here. Just not in key. And that makes it sort of hard to make it bounce, or to give it that energy, you know. If it's, and I think it's not even like a note or something that maybe it's the right note, but the synth itself has like a 7th or a 5th on it, that it doesn't really work that way. Maybe using different kind of adjective bass. I think if you have that, it could work better, but I'm just not a big fan of that track as well, to be honest. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Okay, let's go to Velwood. Yeah, I can already hear. This is the thing. Whenever I play a track, I can definitely hear if the master is great or not. And this has just too much high end. Yeah, it's just too much. But I can listen through it, so don't worry. And you can hear it's clipping.
Let the speaker speak.
Wait.
Let the speaker speak on the beat. Shock you with your lower frequencies.
I do like the vocal. I don't like this.
Let the speaker speak on the beat. Speaker speak, 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 speak.
And the reason why I like the vocal is because it doesn't sound like a proper sample.
Speaker speak on the beat. On the beat, on the beat. On the beat, on.
And the reason why everything else doesn't work is because that vocal is meant for like an analogish sound, and now everything sounds pretty electronic, digital, and we wanted to sound a little like sound design is like 80% of your production. It's 80%, and right now just choosing the right synths, and this is where I live by. If you give like, I'm gonna do this. This is what I live by. So if you spend 4 hours on finding the right sound, that's better in my opinion than spending 4 hours making sure the sound sounds right. And the reason for this is that if the sound doesn't really work, you never get that pretty sound, you know. Yeah, even me, if I try to get a better sound of a shitty sound, it's just waste of time, because there are so many better presets or better choices you can make in there. But still, okay.
Beat. On the beat.
Especially that bass line isn't doing it for me.
System taking over. Baseline in control.
Look, the thing is, it reminds me of this track. Let me get that. What's the name? Reebok Robot. This one. If you know what I mean. this track.
The beat done bought me at the price of no defeat.
These are all if you compare it with like EDM or with other tracks, these tracks, it's purposely sounding bad.
So I'm moving, but grooving.
But also not that bad, you know? It works. And when I listen to this,
Let the speakers
it's really in between. If you know what I mean. It's really in between. It's not choosing the digital side, but it's also not choosing the analogic side. Even though the vocals should be on the right side, on the analogic side, and the digital side isn't, yeah.
shock you with your lower frequencies.
Yeah. I would definitely choose other sounds. I think that would be way better. Okay, Velwood, good luck with that. Maybe try to get this track, Posh, the Prince, Reebok, Robot, Hannah Holland remix. That's a great reference track for your track, I think. Okay, let's get to the function, damn it, from the Prophet Echo. I'm a little bit thrown off guard, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Thing is, everything is mushed together. Like, there's no room anymore for anything. So therefore, the kick doesn't really sound like a proper kick. I'm sorry, my dog is over here. But the kick doesn't come through. The bass line doesn't come through. It's just one block of white noise. That's how it feels like. Especially over here, this part over here it's if you used a soothe, like a soothe 2, then they're mostly the eerie frequency would be sounding so much better, because those eerie frequencies won't be there anymore. It's definitely unique. Yeah, it's just one block of white noise, it feels like. And the thing is, the uniqueness of this is really nice, but it really lacks that sort of proper mixdown and that proper mastering. I think if that would have done better, then it would have sound a little just a little better as well, because I feel like the idea is there, and the creativeness is, how do you have 466 tracks? I don't even have that, I think. Or do I? Wait. Sorry, no, I got 45. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I got sort of ADHD or something like that, but how? Whoa. What's the last track you posted then? Oh, you're posting a lot. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. Sorry, but just fix that. And I'm sorry, but I got a little bit distracted. So Mike, yeah, oh, I know he's a good producer. Let's listen to it. Let's go to the first break. Okay. This is sick. I like this. The only thing is that there's only one thing with the beat that doesn't really sound nice. Could be a little bit just like a soothe would help it out. There are some eerie frequencies. That's the only thing. Especially it's just that there's one top loop that doesn't work. That one. I like it. Just if you fix the beat, then you have a proper banger. Yeah, if you fix that beat, that's the only thing I gotta say about this. Everything else sounds really nice. Okay. I also need to work on that track, Maaike. I do need to work on that track that we had like 3 years ago. Okay, Paulo, AM, Let Us Rave. Okay. Let me get to the break.
I know I shouldn't be calling you right now, but I just need to hear your voice. Come meet me at the spot. You know where to find me.
It feels there's something that feels a little off. I think it's the organ. I like it when the break is long. That's my guilty pleasure most of the time.
I know I shouldn't be calling you right now, but I just need to hear your voice. Come meet me at the spot. You know where to find me.
Okay. The bass line isn't in the same key as the break. No, it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately. No, it doesn't work that great. I would say check that break and especially that synth on top of that bass line because it's a little bit off. It feels off, and I wouldn't say it's in key. By the way, that I wouldn't say that. Just check that because everything else it sounds nice. It has some potential, to be honest. I do see this as a sort of thing for Ibiza, like a closing track, or not a closing track, maybe a middle in the night track, you know, that it's getting like 1 a.m. Okay, but let's go to Sam Brodrip, if I pronounce that correctly.
Your mind, how deep are your dreams? In the back of your mind, how deep are your dreams?
I like this track.
In the back of your mind,
From Clooney, by the way.
how deep are your dreams? In the back of your mind, how deep
Also, guys in the chat, let me know what you think of those tracks, by the way.
are your dreams?
In the back of your mind,
How deep are your dreams?
in the back of your mind,
How deep are your dreams?
in the back of your mind,
How deep are your dreams?
in the back of your mind.
How deep are your dreams?
I get what you're going for. The thing is, the bass line is nice. That's nice. I don't got anything to say about that. But the kick and beat just sound so EDM-ish. And we don't want that. I'm sorry to say this, but it sounds like a sort of beat from a bass house track, you know? Or a progressive house track or something like that. Especially that kick is so it has that power of a almost like not a big room track, but more or less like a progressive house track, you know. And we want it to be, if you change that kick,
In the back of your mind, how deep are your dreams?
if you change that kick, it would sound 10 times better. And I'm really mean this because for instance, what I do in my page for example, I have this series where I make tracks better from my followers. And most of the time, if you just change the kick, the track sounds 10 times better. And it's just that little change. Because I feel like if you change that kick, the track would be like 1,000,000 times better. Also, there needs to be a little bit more in that beat, but that's all.
In the back of your mind, how deep are your dreams? In the back of your mind,
How deep are your dreams?
Yeah, it's just the kick, man. It's really the kick. If you change that, then you have the track. Okay, Delano, in the house. I like this already. Oh no. I don't like that. That synth I don't like that much. Everything else I do like. I can get used to it. Okay, yeah.
Coming like the bass.
Okay. There needs to be a little, just a little more variation in there. No worries, champ. I hope I wasn't too harsh on you. But that's just who I am. A little bit harsh. I'm pretty direct as I'm Dutch, so.
Coming like the bass.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm going to say to you, Delano, you need some variation. Because now it's just, you just add another synth. No, there needs to be a switch in a beat. There needs to be a switch in the groove. There needs to be a little variation in the melody, maybe like a double kick. Like there's not much happening right now, and I do liked what you're doing, but it's just not enough right now.
The bass.
Yeah, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. Finish this track, because I do think there's a lot of potential in there. Okay, let's go to Highway. To be honest, I don't have anything to say about this. No, Mike. Mike, didn't I check your track then? Give me 2 seconds. What's your track? Mike Days. I did check your track, right? I guess. Oh yeah, no, Mike. No. You're almost there, man. No. I check everything. The only thing is that I know where I left off. But Highway, I to be honest, I don't have anything to say about this. It's a really nice edit. Yeah. I don't got anything to say. Yeah, no. I don't got anything else to say about it. That's a proper edit. It's just a little bit too Latin house for me, to be honest. But that's just my taste, to be honest. But good track, sounding great. Steven van Leusden.
Tumba la casa, 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 dale que tú puedes, dale que tú puedes, dale que tú puedes, dale que tú puedes, dale que tú puedes.
Feels a little bit like two different songs. The break is nice. It has potential. But the drop is also nice. It also has potential, but it doesn't feel connected with each other. The only thing that connects it is the vocal. Because it feels like there's sounds in there that doesn't really work. No, it's just that the key you're working in with that vocal, it sounds different from the key that works over here, you know.
puedes. Dale que tú puedes, dale que tú puedes, dale que tú puedes.
I think the vocal isn't doing it great. It doesn't make it better. The Dalek, what it's saying, it doesn't work in my opinion.
Dale que tú puedes. Dale que tú puedes. Tumba la
No. I think the vocal is a little overused as well, but it's just that the beat itself, I feel like that kick and bass line could work a little bit better with each other. And I feel like this the first note. I'm never a big fan of sort of fake drops. You want to do the bum kapang 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 kapang, and it needs to be more staccato. I think when you go for that, then it needs to be the notes needs to be shorter, you know. But that being said, I feel like there's some things as well over here. I would add as well like a little reese for the low end, a little bit more atmospheric of access in the background in the break. That's would work much better as well. Okay, last 5 tracks, guys. Oh, Lucas. Oh, that's been a long time.
Make it easy. I'll make it easy. Yeah. Baby, please me. Please me. Yeah. Make it easy. Make it easy.
Sounds really like Maupi.
Baby, please me. I'll make it easy. Give me a run for my money, yeah. What you yelling at? Are you up? Are you down low? Where you wanna go? Gotta give like you wanna get. Let me break a sweat.
I'm just not a big fan of vocals on drops because it makes it so poppy in the beginning. Especially when, for me, it's not that catchy.
Baby, please me.
Steven, where to find good vocals? I think you need to, like, the thing is, if you use Splice, use Audime to make it yourself. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nas the Great. I just closed everything. But if you really want new ones, I would say Tracklib. Tracklib.com.
Please me. Gotta give like you wanna get. Let me break a sweat. Make it easy. Baby, please me.
I think the sound design is great and it sounds good, but I'm just not a big fan on the vocal, as it's not that catchy in my opinion.
Please me. Make it easy. Don't you gotta give like you wanna get. Let me break a sweat. Make it easy. Baby, please me. Yeah. Baby, please me.
I think this is much better, this drop, than the first one, to be honest.
Please me. Yeah. Give me a run for my money, yeah. What you yelling?
I would just use that vocal in the breaks and not on the beat. Especially when you use vocals on drops, it's so difficult to mix that down. Let's get to Bikel. Turn it up. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is already super compressed. Especially that slap is like. You hear that? You can hear it with the hi-hat as well.
Lights down, no sound, just bass.
When you use a bus channel for or whatever, if you want to mix down your drums better, use a bus channel and then use soothe as well. It's so easy, and it makes sure that all the eerie frequencies are gone.
Right now, move slow, feel low, that beat, control, drop it low, feel that bass, lose control, drop it low, all night long, let it go.
Delaro, an expensive vocal doesn't mean that it's a good vocal.
All night long, let it go.
I don't know what to say, to be honest, because I feel like it's not done. It feels like the break goes on, even though this is the drop. And I think it's because it feels like there's no low end, and also the notes are too long. The release is too long. It needs to be taka 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 taka. As well, when all those things are coming in, it feels a little off as well. Like it's too much. And now it feels really chaotic because there's a lot of things in there as well. Yeah. What do I say about this? I think it needs a little bit more work. It needs to be a little bit more time in the oven. And I think it's mostly because the sound design and the notes that are a little bit too long. It doesn't feel, especially when it drops over here. It's either drop with just a kick and a bass line, or drop with everything else instead of just a kick and a clap. It just feels that the break continues, you know. Okay, let's go to My Way and Nicky Groen. Brawl, I don't know how to. I only see Brawl. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I think that's all. That's cool. If that's your opinion, that's nice, man. We are living. Okay, I live in a free country. You can say whatever you want. I don't know where you're from, so I don't know. Okay, this is also like this. It's like feeling like a white noise. Super chaotic. And I think it feels like it's just because you pushed the master too much, especially in the break. I think it sounds pretty okay. The only thing is that I'm not a big fan of that fluty saw wave kind of sound that's in the drop. I would change that to another synth. Or or even delete that. Because I do think this is unique. It sounds cool. It's something else what I've been hearing a lot, but yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the only thing. But also, and you really need to check the master because it isn't doing its justice. You know, I think it could be better. That being said, there is potential in this track, especially that how do you say it? That whole vibe of the track is really right. I do like that. Now let's get to Mike Days. He was asking for it, but okay, I feel like the read's a little off with the notes. I do like that you're sampling that trumpet. I do like that. Do I think the track sounds good? I think there are some things that you could change, especially because it feels really muddy. Especially the kick and the bass line aren't doing it. Feels like it's the kick is really colliding with that bass line, and it's not having the proper way on. It almost feels like the bass line isn't sidechained. Yeah, that's the only thing. I think it's, you really need to check that, and especially the reeds over here, the sound it sort of collides with the vocal. But that being said, I do like the idea of what you're going for. It's just not executed properly yet. I think the mix should be better, especially what I was saying with the kick and the bass line. If you nailed that, then you definitely could have something, you know. Okay. Let's listen to this. Okay, what's this? Andrea. Okay. Did I click on the right one? Okay, she deleted. She just deleted everything. Okay, cool. That's not a problem. Guys. Unfortunately, we need to close and we need to stop the live stream because there were no submissions anymore and we are over 1 hour. I really liked it. I hope you liked it as well. Go check out, of course, my Instagram or TikTok or whatever you want to call it. My socials. It's just Tim Hawks. If you want to learn a little bit more about music production, I also have a Patreon. You can check that as well. I do more live streams and more stuff over there as well. But I don't want to make too much promotion about that because we're here for Tech House Market and they're doing this every Tuesday. Go check that out every Tuesday at 8. There's a different artist who's doing a feedback stream. If you are liking this, go subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, please DM me and I will try to answer your questions. If it's about politics, I won't be discussing that because we're living in such a fucked up time. Okay. Well, that being said, have a nice night or have a great day or whatever time zone you're in. I love you all and bye.